Good morning to all of you. In today's lab, we will implement about a virtual LAN in a Cisco packet tracer. Right? So the question is raised that what is virtual LAN? See, till now we have discussed about a local area network that is LAN. Right? Now, if you want to combine a multiple local area network, so say for example, you have created your individual local area network by using a switch and a host. Host can be laptop, mobile phone, or desktop. And host can send and receive data through that switch. So in every lane, what switch will do, it will provide the connection between this host and switch, and it will forward the data, right? So sometimes our recommend is like when you want to combine multiple local area network. So ultimately that switch will provide the functionality of bridging or to connect that networks. So uh, instead of combining that multiple switch of a different local area network, what we can do is logically we can combine all the local area network with the help of one switch. And that's how we can form virtual local area network. Physically, there are different local area network, but virtually that will be considered as a one VLAN. Say for example, big organizations, MNCs, they are having their branches at a different city as well as different countries. But at every branch office, they are having the same kind of departments. Like if it is IT company, so they are having their developing, then HR, then marketing, and n number of departments will be there. Suppose HR have changed some policy, so that going to be reflect to every branch of that organization. And once it is changed, it's going to be broadcasted in a virtual LAN, right? So this how the concept of VLAN is used. It will logically combine multiple LAN, and that's why it is known as a virtual local area network, right? Now, we will implement it. Many commands we will learn how to do that, right? So for that, let me start my Cisco packet tracer and share with you all. You also bring your laptop and start your Cisco packet tracer. Okay, so see, as we have discussed, first we will take one switch. Switch we have to select PT switch, then select end devices. We right now create two virtual LAN, two yes, virtual LAN, right? First, take these devices, one switch and four PC. Once you're done, just give me a notification in the chat so I can go with the next step. Now next we have to provide the connection between these devices. For that, go to connection, select this first option, copper straight through cable. You have to do parallelly with me because otherwise you will generate errors, right? So over here, PC0, select fast Ethernet 0. Come to switch, select fast Ethernet 01 first option. So provide this connection first between PC0 and switch. Now again take copper straight through cable, come to PC1, select fast Ethernet 0 at a switch 0, fast Ethernet 1. Provide that connection. Then come to PC3, at a switch you have to select fast Ethernet 2.1, and for the last PC you have to select fast Ethernet 3.1. So complete all these connections. Again, once you done, just give me a notification in a chat so I can go with the next step. How many of you are performing this practical? Only one? What about others? Okay, okay. Now come to this free draw free form. Over here you have to select this ellipse shape. You have to select no fill and cover this one area. And this one is second virtual LAN. Right? So draw like this.
मैम वो ऑप्शन कहाँ से आपने ओपन किया?
Okay. See over here, nearer to PDU, draw free form. That you have to select. This dialog box will open. Over here you have to select this second option. By default it will be no fill. Okay. Now close this. we will assign some label. Let's consider it as a VLAN thing. You can assign any ID, right? But one will be assigned for default. So you can start from VLAN 2 to any number, n number of network you are combining that you have to assign. And say for example, maximum will be 20 for current scenario. I have taken these two labels. To configure the PC, we will assign the IP address 192.168 over here 10.2, and this one will be 192.168.10.3. For another virtual LAN, we will assign 192.168.20.2, and for this PC we will assign 192.168.20.3. So take all these labels first.
Ma'am,
Yes?
what did you do in that VLAN and how did you do that part? I missed that one.
Yeah, okay. Just see at the top part, this notes is given, right? So you have to click on that note, then you are able to write. And just observe in my case, same thing you have to take as a label. Because using this IP, we will configure this PC. Okay, now we will configure these devices. Click on PC0, go to desktop IP configuration. Over here, you have to assign the value 192.168.10.1. Then press the tab. Default gateway we will assign 192.168.10.1. Right? Over here, just a second. This will be 2. Yeah. Now it is correct. So assign this value for PC0 and try to do it for PC1. Default gateway will remain the same. This value will remain the same for both this two PC only, because these two are part of this VLAN. So according to that, I have to assign the value. Okay, let me do parallelly in my system. So just close this window, come to PC1, go to desktop IP configuration. Over here, we will assign 192.168.10.3. Press the tab. So default gateway will be 192.168.10.3 or 1. To provide this configuration value. Okay, now come to PC2, go to desktop IP configuration. Value we have to assign 192.168.20.2 as the tab, and now default gateway will be 192.168.20.1, right? So configure the same for PC2 and try to do it for PC3 by yourself. See, for PC3 also the default gateway will remain the same. Those who are remain to configure PC3 kindly go with this configuration value. Okay. Now take this interface again over here. at a switch and right now we will start. Click on switch, go to config. Over here at the left panel it will give you VLAN database. Okay, first you have to enter a VLAN number, like maximum what number of local area
Ma'am,
network you have combined. Hello,
ma'am, where did you click? Where did that FAO slash one came from?
I have not clicked. You just have to put your cursor on that connection.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. First check this, right? Okay, yeah. Click on switch, config VLAN database, left panel. Over here it will ask you for the number. Uh, as I told that whatever number of VLAN or local area network you are combining virtually, that you have to enter. Right now, last ID we have generated 20. So I will enter the number 20. You have to give VLAN name. You can assign any name. I am assigning MU. Then you have to click on add. Once you click on add, that value will be added over here. So repeat the same and check in your system. Okay. Now go to CLI. Press enter over here. Click over here. Press enter. Write exit first. And you need to be at a switch and has. Then first command is enable. So write en over here. The next one for the configuration CONFI. Press enter. One question mark is there. Again enter. Right? So write these three commands: exit, enable, and config. Okay, now see, we will create the VLAN ID and its name. So first VLAN space you have to assign any ID or numeric value, right? I'm writing 10. You can take the same value also. Then we have to provide the name. As I told, if big organizations are there, so many departments are there. Let's take marketing, then exit. Again, we'll create another VLAN. So VLAN 20, then write the name. Let's take HR. Again, exit. So according to the network and its requirement, you can create a VLAN using this way. What the syntax is this, right? First you have to create a VLAN space ID, then name, and then you have to come out from that by writing exit. Okay. Now two times you have to write exit. Okay. Enable it. Now later on to check how many VLANs are available. So
मैम
command is so yes
मैम लास्ट में आपने क्या कहा 2 टाइम?
exit लिखना है यहाँ पे.
मतलब एक 1 टाइम तो हमने किया था वो HR में से, फिर और 2 बार.
हाँ yes. See yeah yes that exit for this VLAN configuration. Remaining exit is to come out from this ID configuration. Next we have to check outcome.
ओके ओके.
Okay. Now write so space VLAN. So it will see I have created ID 10 marketing then 20 HR. So both are active. Command is so space VLAN. So in your
Ma'am,
network, whatever the virtual lanes are available, it will show over here in this table.
ma'am,
Yes.
in that switch enable, after enable, what we have to type?
After that, you have to write this command. So space VLAN
First we have to type
over
S,
here.
no? I'm after
No, no,
I
no,
am
no, 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 no. By mist, I am showing this command to you, and I forget and I press the enter. That's why
okay.
you simply have to write this. So space VLAN. Full command is this. Okay. So are you getting this outcome?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good, very good. Okay, so basic VLAN configuration we have done, right? But in this case, what happens that this will work like a broadcast. That means it will forward the data to every node in a network. But over that security will be violence. So we need to provide the security to the data. So in that case, three types are there. First one that is a port based, protocol based, second one is protocol based, and third one is MAC address based. We know that many protocols we are learning like HTTP, SMTP, FTP, DNS, right? So it's up to you. Like suppose you want to allow only FTP request and response, so that you can do. Second thing, specific port only you want to allow in your network for sending and receiving the data. How to do that? That I will go with the commands, right? But right now, first understand the concept. Okay. And the third one that is a MAC address base. We know that in a network to uniquely identify every devices, MAC address is allocated. Like you want to allow only few system, few hosts to send and receive the data. So that MAC address through you can do this. So three types of VLAN are there: port based, protocol based, and MAC address based. MAC address base. Now we will do it for the port base over here. So first again enter. Okay, you come to switch and has. Now first we have to start configuration, so CONFI, then press the enter. We will come to configuration mode. Now at this end that interface is required, right? So first one is interface 01. So let me write the full command interface space 0/1. Okay, yeah, just a second. Because we forget to specify the connection. It is a fast Ethernet. So interface space fast Ethernet 01. That is a full command. Okay. Then what we want to do, we want to apply on a switch port. See, you can access if you want to allow to pass the data through this interface fast Ethernet 01. So you can write access. If you want to deny, then you have to simply write deny. But right now we will allow access. So access space you have to provide VLAN ID. So VLAN 10. Then write exit. So see, observe over here on this interface. Previously it was green. Now once you have applied this command on this interface, it will take time to update. Write this three command. It will take some time for the updation. So again it is converted into green. That means now it will allow accessing through this interface. We will check for another interface. Let's take at this end. Over here you just write interface space fast Ethernet 3 comma 1. Then switch port. Again I will access it, allow accessing, then VLAN. For this virtual LAN ID we have generated 20. So see that interface again converted to orange. It will take a time. So check the same in your system. Okay. So till now, is there any doubt at any point, any student? So what you have to do is add a theory related to virtual LAN, its advantage, disadvantage, real-time application, how it is differ from local area network, and you have to add the screenshot till now we have performed, right? So this how we can perform a virtual LAN. So continue with your work. After some times I will ask you to present your screen.
Ma'am, of that